Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly messages for June 29th through July 5th. We're going to see what's happening the weekend with this lovely deck here, and we're going to pull a crystal card, see what crystal might be good for you all to work with that deck there. Pisces, we do have a full moon, an eclipsed full moon, lunar eclipse coming up at the end of the week, and you all are very sensitive to moon energy as water signs and as one of the water signs that is ruled by the moon. So we're going to see what comes up for you guys this week, how the energies might be affecting you, and what you need to know. Pisces, one more little shuffle. Okay, so let's go ahead and lay out the cards and get right on into it. Your first card, my darlings, is Page of Earth. Nice, nice, Pisces, nice. And I'll tell you why. Those of you that follow the weekly readings, you guys have had a theme coming up lately about you like coming into your own and getting your confidence and feeling good about who you are and where you're going in life. Okay, now typically full moon energy can be really, really intense when we have like lunar eclipses, or because of a lot of what's going on right now. There's a lot of release, right? When full moons are generally associated with release, so they bring emotions to the surface. But Page of Earth is telling me, Pisces, that the majority of you might be feeling those big emotions coming to the surface, but you're getting like grounded. Like you're looking at it like, all right, like how can I use this to my advantage? What am I going to do with this? Where am I going to put this energy? Where am I going to invest this energy? Because Page of Earth for me is a card that comes up when you start getting very clear about where you want to put your time and where you want to put your energy. When Page of Earth comes up, it's like no more dilly-dally. You're getting focused, you're clear about what you want, and you're taking steps towards making it happen. It's also a card to me that comes up when somebody's getting serious about their money and they're getting serious about what they're doing with their money. So some of you are, investing in yourself, or looking and learning about like different investments or savings accounts, or how you want to put it into like a business project or something. So getting very, very focused, getting very, very grounded, and being in your body, right? Which is good. It's good to be grounded. It's good to be present. So you guys are kicking off the energy here with a strong presence, and I'm proud of you. Proud of you for that. And if you do find yourself feeling overly emotional, nothing wrong with that at all. Whatever you do, don't push it down. Let it out. It's coming to the surface because it's ready to be felt and released, right? But the majority of you are coming in with this focused energy. So the next card here is, look at you, Pisces. Six of Air. All right. Six of Air is a card that comes up when we are no longer interested in drama. We're not interested in anybody else's drama. We're not interested in having drama of our own. Like, we're so ready to leave it behind us, right? And Six of Air is indicating like moving away from difficult times, moving away from difficult situations. So some of you might be manifesting some kind of a relocation or some kind of a trip. Some of you may be planning a trip to scope out a place that you're thinking of potentially relocating to. But this isn't always about like a physical movement. It can be, and I've definitely in private readings seen it come up about like an actual literal trip to some place or a relocation. But it can also be a state of mind, right? Like you're just, I think Pisces, a lot of you with this Six of Air, especially since the majority of us are living under circumstances and situations where we're limited in where we can go and what we can do. Even places where things are starting to open up, it's still limited, right? And even then, some people don't feel safe. They're just like, okay, if people want to go out, they can do their thing, but I'm gonna stay in. That's fine too. Nobody can tell you what you should feel. But the Six of Air makes me feel like a lot of you are finding your happy place, like within yourself, mentally. You're finding your happy place in your mind, and you're actually starting to get peace of mind, right? I think this is especially true for those of you that are in a living situation where you're living with somebody that you care about, but they really annoy you, or if you're living in a space where there's a lot of people you're sharing energy with, or space with. It might feel a little bit crowded. Sometimes people who live alone can feel very crowded because, you know, especially if you're living in the city, you know, if you're living in an environment where your neighbors make a lot of noise or there's a lot of distractions that come in, you know, whatever happens, you know, maybe your neighbors, you know, shuts their door really hard and it makes your whole place shake, or, you know, like whatever it might be. There might be things that are irritating to you or that have really been just, like just irking you, or you just feel like there's nowhere I can go, there's nowhere where I can rest. The Six of Air is like you're breaking out of that. You're finding your happy place. You're finding the place where you can relax. You're finding the place where you can think more positively and get focused on what you want to do moving forward. So a lot of you are elevating past any kind of nonsense that you've been dealing with, and you're finding your space. You're carving out your space or a happy place, even if it's a state of mind more so than a physical space or geographical area. The next card here, Pisces, is the Five of Fire, right? So you are gonna have somebody step up and kind of challenge you when you're doing this, and that happens sometimes. It's very unfortunate, but when we start finding peace and we start like kind of moving on and doing our thing, we can get people in our life that feel a little bit threatened by the changes that we're going through, especially when the changes are bringing you confidence and you're beginning to like get a clear focus and you're beginning to take steps. Like, people get nervous, even if it's just friendships, even if it's not like a romantic situation, or, you know, family members or friends. They start feeling like we're about to leave them behind, or, you know, we're getting ahead of ourselves. And so, you know, you might get some challenges. You might have people step up and be like, you know, oh my gosh, you know, what are you doing, right? Like you're doing it all wrong, or you're putting your time and your energy into the wrong things, or you're being self-centered. You might have somebody step up and like kind of challenge the choices or the decisions that you're making. Although Pisces, to be honest, I feel like for the majority of you, the way that it's happening is you're having to take a stand for your choices and your decisions, in that somebody is trying to step up and finding a distraction, or, you know, finding like a sneaky little way to distract you. I'll give you an example. Say you saved up money and you decided that you were going to go get a car, or you were going to try to invest it into something for yourself, like a financial investment or a business or something. Somebody might create some kind of a diversion, like, oh my gosh, there's like this terrible crisis I'm going through, and oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And let's just say the amount is, I'm just going to give an example, we'll say $200, right? And like, oh my gosh, you know, my car is going to get repossessed, or you know, they're going to turn off my power, or it could be like an important thing, right? And they're like, oh my gosh, like I need $200. Like they happen to know how much you have, and like, I need $200, please, 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 I'll pay you back, or like whatever. For some of you, it's somebody trying to slow you down in that way. Like they're kind of creating a sneaky little sabotage, or they're saying, oh my gosh, Pisces, like, you know, you're taking so way too much things on, and you need to take it easy, and I care about you, and oh my gosh, don't push yourself too hard. So it could be distracting you in that way. Those of you that you've been doing something in terms of trying to move up in your career, you might start feeling the pushback this week. Okay, like say you've been doing really well at work and your coworkers start seeing you. They see you gunning for that, you know, like going for that higher position, and so they might start competing with you. They might start, you know, kind of trying to show you up, or try to like put you in your place in some way, because now they feel threatened. Like, oh, Pisces advancing, Pisces is going to move up, Pisces is going to get this promotion. So there may be some competitiveness you're starting to realize at work. Take it as a compliment. That just basically means they see you as the one to beat right now. If you're doing something with self-employment, or trying to put yourself out there in some way, in like social media or in the public eye, Five of Fire can definitely indicate that you're making some kind of presence on the scene. Like you're being seen as a contender, right? Especially when it comes to the area or the field of business. Other people in your area of business might start taking notice of you. They're like, well, what is this? What is this business? Oh, now we got somebody to compete with. Now we have somebody that, you know, we're going to try to keep them from taking the business. So you're kind of playing with the big boys and girls sometimes in matters of business when we see the Five of Fire. So it can be a good thing. It can be like a good competition. Your next card here is Four of Fire, and Four of Fire is about stability. Oh, one more thing before I move on. How could I have forgotten this, Pisces? So silly of me. One of the things happening in the full moon is that this full moon is going to bring our attention to anywhere in which our life is out of balance. Like we're giving too much, or we're putting too much attention in one area. So it's going to be very clear to you with this Five of Fire what's holding you back. Or just like what's not benefiting you right now, so that you can get that into balance. So Four of Fire, talk about balance. Four is a number of balance, right? Think about it. A table has four legs so that it can be nice and sturdy and, you know, be able to hold itself up nice and balanced. Chair, you know, four is the number of stability, right? It's an angel number that tells us that our angels are working behind the scene, bringing us what we need. It's, you know, like creating a foundation. And Four of Fire, yes, it's going to be the same as Four of Wands. And yes, Four of Wands is a card that a lot of people associate with marriage. And that could be the case for some of you, but you all know that in the weekly forecasts, I try to keep love out of it. I do a monthly love reading, and then in the weekly, I try to focus on other ways that the cards apply outside of romance. So if we look at Four of Fire, in other ways, it's going to tell us, again, like I said, building a foundation, you know, kind of connecting with soul family, having things to celebrate. It can also indicate opportunities that are coming your way through a social circle. Maybe some of you are establishing a social circle, or maybe some of you have been kind of like in hermit mode, but you're starting to associate more and put yourself out there more. And in this process and opening up and talking to people and interacting with people, you may be finding that you're attracting a lot of new opportunities your way, whether they be work opportunities or creative collaborations. You know, sometimes for me, Four of Fire can indicate a lot of stuff coming in because of like who you know, or if you are like a self-employed person, it can indicate that you're like just kind of very naturally, without even trying, just promoting yourself and promoting your business as you're like getting to know people and being around people, and they're like, oh, that sounds so interesting, oh, I would really love to check that out. So some of you are growing in that way as well. But Four of Fire for me, like I said, it's just finding people that you feel safe with, you feel comfortable with, you can enjoy life with, you know, very, very stable, balanced, happy, abundant energy. Let's check out your crystal for the week, my dears. And as always, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can schedule through the Calendly link in the description of the video. Let's see, Pisces. Crystal for Pisces. All right, here we are. Ooh. So you guys have blue tiger's eye, and so it's described as calm mental chatter. Oh my gosh, that's Six of Air. Remember, finding that peace in your head, in your mind, being able to think, calming mental chatter and clearing confusion, take steps to gain a new perspective on life, increase emotional balance. Wow, we were just talking about that. I really feel a lot of you are already on track with this because of the weekly reading. But if you want a crystal to help manifest or continue, then blue tiger's eye is going to be a good one for you all. So it says, it's easy for me to see beyond the obvious. I am focused on my own sacred path. So very, very beautiful energy, very powerful energy, Pisces. I do want to remind you to check out the channeled angel messages and the love videos for June that are linked in the description. The July ones will be up in the next few days. If you hit subscribe and notification, you'll get a notice when those are posted. I do also want to congratulate the winners. The winner of the free 30-minute reading with me is Angelica in the United States, and the winner of the bracelet that I was giving away in June is Jackie in England, okay, in the UK. So I'll be announcing the giveaway prizes for July on Instagram and Facebook on July 1st. I don't know what the prize is going to be. I still have to figure it out. I'm going to go through and see what I want to give away. But also one person will win a free 30-minute reading. So it'll be a free 30-minute reading and then whatever the prize ends up being. So if you want to get in for those giveaways, just follow along with the daily messages and the card of the day that I post on Facebook and Instagram. I'm choosing a winner from the likes and comments. I'm choosing one winner from Facebook, one winner from Instagram. One person will win the free reading and one person will win the prize. So I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful week, my dears. Take care.